Hi everyone, this is the very first Fan Feud. Not too sure what I expect. This is the first time I've ever went live, first time I've ever streamed anything. Before we just get straight into it because the match is about to kick off. So for the home team, we've got Daniel.
What's happening?
All right, Daniel.
All right.
How's it going? What's your predictions for the day?
Draw, close draw, or maybe Brighton just nick it.
Oh, I love your optimism. And for the away team, we've got Ash. Right, Ash, mate?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, cool. I'm going for a 2-1 Brighton win, of course, with Mulpay to score the first goal. Got a few quid on it, so yeah. It's always a good game against Newcastle.
He's both going like Brighton 2-1 or Brighton and nick it.
All right, yeah. Yeah, good luck anyway.
Right, I'll leave this to you, gentlemen.
We're going to win.
I think he's well as well.
Well, I don't know. You played really well against West Ham last week.
It makes it even better, the fact that they played well against Arsenal last night.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we're up for it this year. You know, we've got some really good attacking players, and I really think we're up for it. But
yeah.
And we always play well at St James's. I don't know. I think maybe it's because you have massive crowds, and we know what your Geordies are like. You're really passionate, you know.
Yeah.
I
don't know why.
Probably, in my eyes,
to shout and scream about. To be fair.
Yeah, where you've had a lot of, and especially with this selling of the club, is Mike Ashley's a bit of a.
Yeah, we don't even know who owns the club.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it. We don't even know who's actually in charge.
Yeah, but it's I reckon there'll be some goals, and I'll say I'm going 2-1 Brighton, and that's my prediction. I say we always play so well. You think a draw, yeah?
A Brighton nick it at the end.
Yeah. We're on the attack at the moment.
What team turns up, to be fair.
I'm surprised he's played Connolly though, because I thought Jakenbash played excellent against Portsmouth.
I
know it was against Portsmouth, but you still got win games, no matter who you're up against.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, what a surprise yesterday with Palace stuffing Man United.
Like we played against West Ham, we played really well, kept a clean sheet, scored 2 really, really well, like really good goals.
Yeah.
But then we went up and against Blackburn in the cup, and we were awful.
Yeah.
We look like a Sunday League team. That's a penalty, by the way. That's a penalty. I knew he was going to give that penalty. St. Maximin's just give a penalty away. You've got to be joking us, man. Fuck's sake, 2 minutes in.
Why did he do that for? He didn't have the ball.
I think he won the ball. Don't get us wrong. I think it'll go to VAR, but I think. Let's just have another look. He's won the ball. That's got to get overturned. That's got to get overturned. I'm not sure about that one. He's won the ball, but he's also won the ball. He's give it.
Yeah, he has give it. Yeah. Which would be a great boost to us. Great boost.
Come on, Darlow. Out of everybody who gives a penalty away, it's the best player.
Yeah.
You better redeem yourself.
I'm not saying he did go for the ball, and he's saying he went for the ball, but he took Lamptey out as well, didn't he? So was it ball first?
I think people forget that it's
I said to you yesterday, didn't I, that Lamptey's a danger man.
It's a contact sport, though. That's what I don't understand. Like,
I was reading it.
Foul anywhere else on the pitch.
Yeah.
I don't think a free kick's even given. Anywhere else on the pitch. Great start.
Yeah, that's a good start for us. That is a good start for us. Yeah, happy with that. Get in the Brighton, come on!
I'm going to start calling you the new Man United.
Who us?
Love a VAR decision. Good goal, though. Good penalty.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he took it because he missed one for us not so long ago.
That's a shocking start. That's a worse start that you could actually wish for. Worst start that you could possibly wish for.
Yeah, not good. I mean, he is a real danger man, Lamptey. And I'm quite happy about that because I've got more pay to score first, Brighton to win 2-1. At 35 to 1.
I took 3-1 and 4-1 Wilson.
Did you?
Don't know why. Absolute waste of time. But I never ever take first goal scorers. I just think they're too hard to predict, especially when Newcastle as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of attacking players. I mean, Connolly and I think the only issue we've got is our two strikers, Connolly and Morpay, are small.
Yeah.
And when they're coming up against, let's say, Van Dijk at Liverpool, they're not getting nowhere.
Yeah.
Because he's going to take you out every time. And it looks like the Newcastle back fours, they're not small lads either.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Byrne. He's 6'7". He's on the bench today. We got White, who any Leeds fans are on unlucky. Weren't going to get him anyway.
Unlucky.
Do you know why they gave him the number 3 shirt?
Who? Ben White?
Yeah, because Leeds fans were putting everything on social media, free Ben White. So Brighton gave him the number 3 shirt.
He's just had a goal disallowed.
I'm just seeing it now. Yeah, I'm a bit behind you.
What is Lewis doing here? Why is he backing off him?
Let's have a look.
That's shocking, by the way. That could actually be given.
Yeah, that was a bad.
It wasn't far away, mate.
Why Solly Marsh back past it like that? I haven't got a clue. He's another player to watch out.
I don't know what Jamal Lewis was doing. He was backing off him all the time, but he had no cover behind him.
Yeah.
So either commit and ask one of your centre halves to pull across and get the ball. Ridiculous. That could be given.
Could be. It could be.
I think this is going to be given.
It was a late flag as well, wasn't it? A very late flag.
Nah, it's been disallowed. It's been disallowed.
Yeah. Which is a shocker. Shocker. We could have been 2-0 up.
No, I think it's been given. This VAR is ridiculous. Yeah, 2-0.
It is given. Yeah, 2-0. Get in, Brighton. But I only want one more goal now. So can you just score a goal about the 90th minute?
We haven't even got started yet. We haven't even turned up.
I mean, we played like this against Chelsea, but we just couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Where's Lascelles?
They're still looking at it.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We're losing everything. We're losing every first ball and the second ball.
You haven't turned up at the moment, have you?
This is embarrassing. This is seriously embarrassing. This is what we're like against Blackburn. They were constantly on the front foot.
I was looking at a lot of YouTube things going back to when we beat you in the 70s to go into the first division, which is now the Premier League. Mm-hmm. We beat you up there 3-1, and it was like, it seems that we are a bit of a bogey team for you.
Yeah.
That's good for me for my fantasy league because I've got more pay and I've got Trossard and Trossard got the assist. So plenty of points for me on that case. Why does he wear that headband?
I thought did the Premier League not bring out a new rule that regardless if the ball hits your arm,
Yeah.
regardless if it's accidental or not.
Yeah, they got to. There's the rule. I don't think.
I think
they're actually
in line with the armpit. I think that's the new rule.
Yeah.
The back of his hand.
Because you can have a finger over and it's offside.
This is shocking. Not a good start.
It's not a good start for you guys.
This is how we started against Blackburn in the cup midweek. We were just constantly on the back foot all the time. But when you play Blackburn to the Premier League team, a Premier League team can punish you. It was a good job that Blackburn didn't, but I think we've gone into the game expecting to finish off how we started at West Ham.
Yeah.
And we've been punished for it. We've been too complacent and too calm. Ridiculous.
Could this be a thrashing?
It's just ridiculous. Go on, Maximin.
I'd like to say hello to my friend Judy Penrose.
Why are you diving in like that, man? Come on.
Judy Penrose, who lives in Newcastle. I know she's on. Sorry, love. She did say made the best team win to me this morning. So, yeah. We are the best team at the moment.
What do you think Newcastle need to look back into this? We need to calm down with tackles like Shelby's just put in. Obviously getting booked now needs to watch.
See that push? Did you see that? That is just ridiculous.
I think we need to get Maximin on the ball. Maybe have a word. Obviously he's limping at the minute, but get Maximin on the ball and start thinking about what we're actually doing. We'll actually look absolutely awful. We look dreadful.
Oh my god!
Is that the tackle on Lamptey?
Yeah. So I'm watching it on the stream, so I'm a few seconds behind you, but yeah, that's awful.
He's 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, that's awful. That's like I want to tell you that I'm here and you ain't going nowhere.
However, that's a free kick. Fuck me.
Can you see at the moment the way the Newcastle players are playing that there could be a red card in this game?
It'll be Shelby. It'll be Shelby.
There's been some really bad challenges.
Hit it. Oh, he's only even winning the second ball, man.
Why does Maximum wear a head? Why has Maximum got a headband? We had a player back in the 80s, Steve Foster, who used to wear a headband. But he used to wear a headband for every game because he had soft tissue on the front of his head. People used to say because he was a central defender, it was a benefit to him. So he could head the ball. I just wondered why he's got. I mean, he's having a bad hair day anyway. Is it to
I just think that's what he does. I think it's probably just to keep his hair out of his eyes, but
get his hair out of his eyes.
He should just get
more like a rugby player, doesn't it?
And just shave it all off.
Yeah, a bowl cut.
Just get a bowl and cut round it. But to be quite honest, he's that good. He can have whatever fucking haircut he wants. To be fair.
I mean, it looks like Lamptey's playing up front.
I know.
At the moment.
He's a what? Is he a right back? Yeah, he's a right back, isn't he, Lamptey?
Yeah, pace, the young lad. I mean, I read an article in the paper this morning. His parents are from Ghana, and they want him to play for Ghana. Ghana, yeah, Africa. But he's saying, I played for the England under-17s, under-18s, under-19s, under-20s, and now I've just got into the England under-21 squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not changing. I mean, I think his parents are a bit peeved.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You know, families are like that, aren't they? But he's class. And we put 3 million we paid for him from Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
But what they were saying on Sky Sports last week when it was Brighton Chelsea is that they don't think he would have got into the Chelsea squad.
Yeah.
Into Chelsea team with the other players.
If you look at the senior team, if you have a look at the right backs in that team, it's hard. I think it's actually difficult for Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kyle Walker to even keep their place, because you've got Kieran Trippier, you've got Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the list is massive in regards to right backs. So to get a call, it's going to be difficult for him. And not being funny, but
just to ask Sean's question, Liam Best did one good thing for us when he was at Newcastle, when he was at Brighton, sorry, was he scored a penalty in a game, and that was probably the only decent thing. In my eyes, Liam Best, no, didn't do anything for us. You said he scored no goals for Brighton, but he did. He actually scored a penalty.
Didn't he not play for Newcastle when we first got relegated to the Championship?
Yeah, he played for both clubs.
He was all right then, but I wouldn't say he was a Premier League player.
No, did he end up at Derby? Didn't he end up at Derby County?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he went to Derby County,
but no, I didn't rate him. Good substitution player.
I didn't rate him either.
Good Championship player, but Premier League level.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
So now that you're 2-0 down, and I would still say your back's against the wall, but who do you think could turn? What sort of players do you think would turn it? Do you think Maximum's taken a knock? So I don't know.
I think if we get a goal before half time, it's game on. I think the next goal in the game is vital.
Yeah.
The next goal in this game, if Newcastle score, they might push on. If they go another goal down, 3-0 down before half time, then I think the heads will drop.
Yeah, I think Shelby needs to calm down a bit. Yeah,
he's a hot head.
Yeah.
He's good. Like he's one of the like.
He's our bogey player. Yeah, he's a bogey player for us. He normally scores against us, Shelby. But he's a bit of a hothead. He's in everything at the moment. He's not your captain, is he?
Yeah. If
Who's
you
your
could
captain?
have one player from the other club,
if you could have one player from the other club, who would you choose? Chris Waddle Gascoigne, or Shearer for me.
I think the mean like who plays now.
Yeah, present day. Yeah, present day. I don't really know a lot about you. I do like Maximum. He's powerful. Powerful guy. Yeah, very powerful. I like Shelby as well, but as you say, he's a bit of a hothead.
Yeah.
We tried to buy Wilson. Because being on the south coast and Bournemouth just being down the road, it would have been, but we weren't prepared to pay that money.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do this year is we're going to bring a lot of the youth players through. So Alzate, who's playing, he's a Colombian international. He's only in his 20s. and then you got Lamptey. Basuma's only a got a lot of young producing. So yeah, for me it'd be Maximum. I did like the Gascoigne era.
If it was up
That
to
era.
me to take from Brighton,
Who'd you have?
because we're struggling for right backs at the minute, because I think Yedlin's going. Manquillo was solid, but he's not probably first choice. We've got Kraft, but I don't rate him. I would probably take Lamptey, and I would probably take Ben White.
Yeah, yes, unlucky Leeds fans. You're not getting Ben White. He's just signed a 5-year deal with us. So yeah,
that would be the two. Young, English.
he wasn't proven in the Premier League because he's never played in the Premier League. So
Yeah.
but he had a stonking season at Leeds United. You know, he was their man of the season, and that's why they really wanted him. But they weren't prepared to put money where their mouth was. They offered 20 million.
Yeah.
And if Maguire and the way he played yesterday against Palace is worth 80 odd million, then the likes of Dunk and White, you're not going to get for 20 million.
Yeah.
Because they're talking that he will be at one point, he's only a young lad, in the England squad and maybe the captain of England.
Is that before
Phil Foden? But that's not all. They're only going on what a great season he had at Leeds United.
Yeah, but it was Championship, wasn't it? So
yeah, so it's a different ball game, isn't it? I mean, the Premier League is a different ball game. Any team that comes up from the Championship Leeds have scored 7 goals and let in 7 goals in 2 games. I mean, that's great attacking football. Now it'd be great when the fans can be back on the pitch and they can watch it live and all that sort of stuff, because that is the kind of football everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
But then you've got to sort your defence out. You can't score as many goals as you concede, because you're going to go nowhere.
I think if the Newcastle fans were in the stadium now, I think there'll be quite a lot of them walking out, because this is dreadful. This is dreadful.
But I think your fans are very passionate, as well as ours. But we only hold 31,000. You know, what are you, 40 odd?
50, just under 53.
Is it just under 53? And 53,000 passionate Geordie fans. I mean, that's gone. You know, you've gone from playing West Ham last week and getting a great result there to.
But that's the thing with Newcastle, though. There's no consistency to anything that we do. We're either really, really good one week and then we don't turn up the next. This is another proven example. Played well against West Ham. Couple of good new signings. Team gets a bit of a morale boost, a bit of a lift. Then they go up against Blackburn and we do absolutely nothing. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I think that's what Newcastle fans want. They just want a little bit of consistency where we play well over like a number of 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9 games. But why does it always have to stop, start? Like, the season starts the same as everybody else. We normally get beat the first 2 or 3 games. We'll win one and then we'll lose some.
Yeah.
We're just so inconsistent. It's unbelievable.
What do you think of Stevie Bruce? I love Stevie Bruce as he was as a player, and I absolutely hate Man United and I hate Crystal Palace. They're my two team hate. But Stevie Bruce as a player for me was class, for not only Man United but for his country as well.
The thing that I don't agree with Bruce is he's managed teams in lower leagues. He hasn't done anything with them. Obviously, finances play a massive part, but when he has been in the Premier League, it's been with Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't manage a team as big as Newcastle. I'm not saying Sunderland's a small club, because they're not. As much as I hate them, they're not a small club. But you can't manage them and then come back and try and manage us. You just can't do it. Like, you can't expect to be welcomed with open arms like Rafa Benitez was. Not comparing Rafa Benitez to Steve Bruce in any way, shape, or form. But you can't then expect the same welcoming.
I think the best manager you had was
Bobby. Who's won everywhere where he's gone.
Bobby Robson was a class manager. I think Shelby's going to walk soon. He's just done another stupid tackle.
Lee Blunt, Ted Daniel. Lee Blunt, Ted Daniel has 1-1 and 2.
No Brighton stop now.
I can't see them stopping. We're not doing anything. We're not winning the second balls. We're not even winning the first one. The amount of space that they've got is unbelievable. That's a yellow card. Stupid tackle again.
Yeah.
Of course, the yellow card's out. He was 20 minutes late. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's in front. I just don't understand why he's went in when he wasn't going anywhere. Just run alongside him.
I just think your players need to calm down a bit. They need to calm down. They're making stupid challenges, and I think it's panic stations already.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, Yves Bissouma's running the midfield at the moment. Lamptey is playing like a striker. Lamptey's playing like a striker.
I think the last time we played Brighton, we beat us 3-1 in the Championship.
No, last time we played you 2018. No, at home. I can't remember what we did last year. Was it a draw? I think it was a draw.
No, I mean like the last time I think Newcastle beat Brighton.
Oh, beat Brighton.
In the Championship.
Yeah. They can't do his pace, can they? I mean, Maximum Lewis, your central defenders and your left back. Lamptey's beating them for pace every time, and they're just taking him out.
Mm-hmm. Double up on him. Just tell Maxi to drop, or at least bring Hendrick or Hayden over to give him a little bit cover. Don't let him do on the two because he's getting beat every time. It's not even half an hour in, and two of our players are on main players.
Yeah.
Are on yellow cards.
They've only got to do one silly tackle, and that's it. They're gone. Where do you think you'll finish in the league this season based on recent performances? We had our best points total in the Premier League last year. We had too many draws, and I think that was a major problem. But going on just the two games that we've played so far, we were class against Chelsea. I thought we were really good against Chelsea, and really the scoreline didn't tell the story, and nor did the media, because Sky Sports were absolutely awful about us. They kept on mentioning Lamptey and saying how good he was, but apart from that, it was all about Chelsea, which really peed me off. To be fair, we were the home team. We were the better. We had the best possession. Yes, we lost 3-1, but give us a bit of a praise. So I'm going to go. We will end. I said it from the start before the Chelsea game. From 12th to 10th, so in between 12th and 10th, so 10th, 12th, 11th, or 10th, around that. I don't think we'll be quite.
If I was going to go off last week, I would have said probably about the same, in between 8th and 12th, somewhere around there. I think getting in the top 8's a bit of a big ask, but I think based on this performance, I think you're looking 13, in between 13 and the relegation battle. Again.
I know I'm watching the stream, which is a bit slower than yours, but they've just taken Lamptey out again.
But yeah,
It's a great
I think
challenge.
we're going to be in the bottom half, struggling, unless this is literally just a blip in the road.
But some fans
But
are saying that we
the
have.
point is we can't even, not saying that he's on a big team, but like we're playing against Brighton, we're getting beat 2-0 after like 11 minutes. Imagine this was Man City.
Yeah.
Imagine if we get an injury against Man City and Maximin and Shelby gets sent off. And Shelby's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And Maxi's out for 6 weeks. And you've got the likes of Shelby being sent off, so he's banned for 3 games. Do you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
a run of say top 6 or top 8 or even top 10 teams, you're in big trouble.
You are.
Because then it puts more
Yeah.
pressure on the smaller games, like the likes of your Brightons and your Southampton. Well, not Southampton, but the likes of like your Aston Villas and your newly promoted sides. It makes it a little bit more harder because if you get beat off one of them, 9 times out of 10, you're going to drop into that bottom zone. So then it's a struggle. It's a struggle all the way. That's what we seem to have every season, regardless of what happens. We have a bad season every year. Like, given the size of the club and the whole takeover thing, and
How's that going?
The takeover should be dead in the water now. Well, not dead in the water, but should be put to the back of people's minds because we're losing against Brighton 2-0 after 11 minutes.
Yeah, why is it?
Just simply not good.
What's happening with your takeover?
I think it's a 50-50. I think it goes deeper than just a takeover. I think there is a lot of corruption. I think there's been a lot of people handing the Premier League a lot of how can I put this? I think the head people at the Premier League have been getting money from Qatar.
Oh, okay.
From BN Sports in regards to the TV deals and stuff like that because they've just lost out on China's.
Yeah.
So the Saudi money that would have been coming in would have probably worked out in their favour.
Yeah.
But I think that they've bit the hand that fed them. So I think it's a 50-50. I think it's a 50-50. I think it'll go through, but I think it could go either way.
So what do you think of Mike Ashley?
Yeah.
Is he a businessman or is he a Newcastle?
I think it'll go through.
We're quite lucky that we've got a gambler. He's a professional gambler. Tony Bloom. He owns horse races. He owns casinos. He's by profession. He's a card player. He plays poker, cards, and all that sort of stuff. And earned some big money for it. And he is a fan. This is the good thing. He is actually a fan of Brighton and Albion. His dad was on the board of directors before him, and yeah, he's a fan. And when we were struggling for a ground, he actually put his own money and said to Brighton, "Here's 100 million quid. Build a new stadium. You've got the right. You go ahead to do it. Build a new stadium, and you pay me back over 25 years and no interest."
Yeah.
So he gave him 100 million to build a new stadium, which that stadium's lovely. If you ever get a chance, come down to the Amex, come down, give us a shout. We'll look after you. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, it's good that we've got a chairman that is actually a Brighton passionate. And Potter, I like Potter. Potter as a manager, I like his view. And we had Chrissy Houghton, who you had at Newcastle. Great manager. You know, great manager. A lot of respect for the guy. But we needed to make changes. Chris Houghton being a defender in his day when he played that way.
Yeah.
So we were going to, yes, he got us into the Premier League, but we were going to Manchester United, Liverpool, and we were just going to get a draw. We had no emphasis to attack. Looking at Graham Potter on what we did last year, or when he started last year, is more attacking football. He's brought in some great. I mean, Adam Lallana, he's on the bench today because he took a knock against Chelsea last week. To get a player of Adam Lallana's status at a club like us, and we're not a big club. We want, we might, as Brighton fans might want to think we're a big club. We're not. We are a small club, considering if you look at.
I'm glad you said it.
We're not a massive club. We're not the Newcastle. We're not Liverpool. We're not Man United. We're not Chelsea. We're not Man City. I reckon that we could, if we was allowed to, because we built our stadium in the South Downs. We can't extend it. Not allowed to go any higher because it's into the South Downs. So if we was allowed, I reckon we could add another 20,000 at the stadium, and it'd be full every week.
Mike Ashley sold our option to do that because we bought all of the. Well, Mike Ashley, when he bought the club, he had all of the surrounding areas of the club to be able to expand. Like there's a pub called the Strawberry, and he owned like all of the land and stuff behind. So we wanted to expand the stadium, but then he's actually started selling all of the land around it back to the council, so the council can build student accommodations and properties.
Okay.
I think that's one of the reasons why fans hate him, because it's just so he's just so money orientated.
Yeah, that's wrong because Newcastle, apart, you got the Metro Centre in Gateshead, and you got a lovely town centre and all that sort of stuff. But that's got to be a big revenue for Newcastle, the ground.
It's got to be. I think we're one of there's like one of 5 clubs in the Premier League that are actually the only club in that city that's actually in the town centre.
Yeah.
Like we've got Sunderland down the road. I think it's about 15, 20 miles, which isn't far.
Yeah. We're probably, because we're at Sussex, where Sussex University is, so we are probably 4 or 5 miles out of the town from the seafront, say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, transport. We have train links, of course. They set on extra trains and all that sort of stuff. There is actually at Falmer, or the Amex, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it Falmer Stadium because it's at Falmer. There's a train station there, so you get off the train, and within 2 minutes you're in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you get a chance to come down to the Amex. Come down. I think we allow 3,000 in the way end.
How many?
Which is 3,000.
3.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing to what you allow, but.
See, Newcastle fans are loving away day. Every single
they do.
Away game.
There's always those guys. There's always them guys with no shirts on. The big guys. Yeah. always see them on telly.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, what was that question? Fraser appears to be coming up on Newcastle. Do you think? I don't think he'll make a difference. I don't think he's been playing long enough. I think he's only played 1 game since March, which was against Blackburn midweek. He hasn't been there very long. So I don't think he'll do a great deal. No.
Is he a new signing for you, Fraser?
You what, sorry?
Is he a new signing for you, Fraser?
That's probably a free kick left. Have a go. Oh. Sorry, I didn't catch your question.
Fraser, is he a new signing for you?
He's just come on.
Is he a new signing for you?
Yeah. We got him on a free transfer from Bournemouth.
Oh, he's the Bournemouth guy, yeah?
Ryan Fraser, yeah. So I think we've only spent, what, 32 million on 4 players? 4 good players as well?
Yeah.
Well, apart from the keeper.
We bought Lamptey in
The keeper in
January.
If you actually include the keeper in Hendrick, we've spent 32 million on 6 players. Is it 6 players? No, hold on. Fraser, Wilson, Jamal. 5 players, sorry. 32 million on 5 players.
Yeah, I think that's good spending. That's a tight budget, though. No one.
We used to spending that though, because that's all we'll ever do. Mike Ashley is literally the Del Boy of football.
I see Ashley as a football fan. I see Ashley as a how can I put it? A businessman and not a football fan.
Yeah, of course he is.
Totally opposite to Tony Bloom, who is a football fan, a Brighton fan.
No, but I can understand if he wanted what was best for the club. Which I could, if he was not, we don't want him to pummel money into it. We just want him to try, maybe do something with the training ground, because that's ridiculous. I wouldn't even call it.
We got a training ground.
It looks like a shed. So if you did something,
we've got an elite training ground now.
To just smarten that up, and maybe put a little bit of money into the squad every season to give the fans something to shout about, so they weren't constantly on his case, which then makes the morale of the club better, which probably takes the pressure off the players who go and get the results to keep you in the league. I think it will be a lot more simple. But he's not bothered. He just wants to take.
No.
All he wants to do is just take.
He just wants to sell it and make a big profit.
He's just
why is Andy Carroll wearing number 7?
I just think that was the only available number that was there at the time. Well, not the only.
And who's your most famous number 7?
I can't remember who was number 7. Who left?
I don't get why he's wearing number 7. He's definitely an out-and-out striker.
Newcastle isn't a big shirt.
Number 9's a big shirt, isn't it? Who's got the number 9 shirt now?
You what, sorry?
Who's got your number 9 shirt?
Joe Linton.
Okay.
This is shocking. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. For God's sake. This is shocking. So what do you think of the first half?
Well, it's been all us. I don't think you've given Ryan any cause of concern. You don't seem to be pushing up the pitch. 2 goals. I'm not going to say the penalty wasn't a penalty, because it was. I think it was a penalty. Took his legs away.
The more I look at it, the more I think it's a penalty.
And the second goal was well taken.
Donald, catch it.
But we're doing you for pace. I mean, Basuma, if you on Match of the Day when they show how much, and Lamptey, how much they've running up and down St James's Park. And St James's Park is probably probably one of the bigger Premier League grounds, as in pitch sizes. I know you're only allowed to have certain size, but I think you find they are at the max.
Mm.
And there's Andy Carroll doing a stupid challenge. You know?
Yeah.
I think they just need to calm down. I think they really need to calm down. Stevie Bruce needs to get him. And he was a hothead in his day. I mean, there's not many sense to Stevie Bruce.
Mm.
You know, he's got the biggest busted nose through heading balls and God knows what else, elbows and all that sort of stuff that they played in them days. But you seem, even I've just seen a free kick and you just seem all over the place.
Yeah.
There's no.
We haven't got a clue.
No one seems to be organising it. Your captain's not sort of.
We're not bad. We're
I don't know. It just seems. It seems to me that we're the home side, and we're not.
There's a question there.
If you understand what.
Lee Blunt.
Okay. Lee Blunt, Ted Daniels. SM looks injured and thinks Bruce knew was leading into the game.
Because midweek, apparently he picked up a knock against Blackburn.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying that they don't know if he's going to be fit for the weekend. So now that he's limped off injured, I believe that he's knew all along.
In my days of playing, and I've been playing since I was 6 years old, and I still play for a charity team now. I don't believe a manager would play an injured player. Not in this day and age. I really don't believe that a manager would play an injured player.
I just think because of the pressure that he's being put under by the fans and stuff like that, like he constantly wants to try.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Playing an injured player, I don't believe that a manager would be that stupid to play an injured player.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I think if he dropped him, the fans would be on his case. But then why risk your best player?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because if he knew and then he's risked him today, and then he's out for 3 to 4 weeks, the fans are going to get on his case anyway by saying why you're playing him. So we'll find out. We'll find out the next few days or so.
It's no win-win situation, is it really?
No, we'll find out on the extent of the injury and probably in the next few days. He'll probably go off and have a scan or something, and he'll probably be out for about 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But by that point, the damage is probably already done. And then we'll have a tough run against probably big top 6 sides. I haven't had a look at the fixtures, but it'll probably be top 6.
We've got United next week, and the fans were saying this morning, if they play like they did against Palace, which is, of course is Brighton's arch rivals, we're looking forward to the game. But you know what Man United are like? They get the right. Ferguson have probably gone into the changing room last night. Give him a good kick in, and they'll come out and they're probably annihilate us. But hopefully not.
Yeah.
But I watched the Palace game yesterday, and I just thought that Man United were dreadful. I think their defence, Maguire, no way is he worth 80 million quid. He's not worth it. He's not worth 80 million quid.
Yeah. Another question. What do you think each manager will be saying to the teams at half time?
Carry on. Carry on the way we're going. We're not giving you any breathing space. Lamptey, as a right back, is running your defence ragged. Malpay could get a hat trick, which won't be good for my bet. But just carry on what they've done in the first half. I seriously think Newcastle need to calm down. Some of the challenges that are going in are absolutely ridiculous. And you've got 2 players on yellow cards. But you're losing the ball in midfield all the time. And with Bissouma is winning everything.
Yeah. I don't think Steve Bruce has any control over the team, to be quite honest. I don't think any of the players.
Do you think they're too big for the boot?
Yeah.
Do you think,
I don't
is
think
it Bruce's issue?
I just think Steve Bruce just isn't a manager who's got any sort of control over the players. I don't think they respect him enough. And I just think he probably go in there and just say, what was that? Like after he performed last week, how can you turn up and do this today? I think that's what he'll turn around and say, which I think is a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
He needs to grab a hold of John Joe Shelby. He needs to grab a hold of Jamal Lewis, take him into a room, and get down the net. That's what I think he needs to do. Because I think that's probably one of the worst games I've seen Newcastle play. That was shocking.
And the thing is, Andy Carroll's not challenging for the ball, nor is Wilson.
They just look like the complete opposite team to what turned up. They look like the West Ham team that turned up against us last week.
Yeah, and I'm watching him now, and his head's dropped. Carroll's head's dropped.
Yeah.
He's not getting any joy out of Webster, White, and Dunk.
Yeah. So. So good face off for Brighton, though. You played well.
You know,
awful.
I've always said, if you can win your home games and get any points away from home, are a bonus. I've always said that. No matter what league you're in, if you can win your home games, or even get draws and not lose your home games, if you can win your home games and get any points you get away from home, are a bonus. But Brighton always play better. I don't know what it is. It's not the Amex. I don't blame the Amex. I love the Amex. It's a fantastic stadium for us, for what we've been through the last 20 odd years. Have the Amex is amazing, but we always play better away from home.
Yeah, I think Newcastle at home with fans. Newcastle at home with fans. I don't think there's a tougher place to
play.
Tough. I think probably
more cookie. It is.
Maybe. But Newcastle with fans, horrible place to come.
Yeah, it's depressing. I think it's depressing for all football fans at the moment. You know, like, we can't do this. Yeah, I work in the care sector, and it's like it's tough for everyone. It really is tough, and it's going to get worse. I think.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go into phase 2. I really do. I don't want to, of course. Nobody does, but I just think we're going to. And I think football. They were talking about letting us into the stadium the end of October. The game that's scheduled to let us back into the stadium was the West Brom game for us at home, which I think is the 24th of October. But I can't see it happening. I can see us going into lockdown.
I can't see fans back in the stadium this year.
No, I can't. To be fair, maybe early next year.
No. Sorry, mate, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think maybe early next year we might see the end of the. It really depends on how we get through the winter. Yeah, I think we will, but I think it will only last to about January, February, maybe. Don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough. I think some of the sports channels need to start giving it to free people. I think if when they started putting it on BBC and they started putting it on Pick and they started putting it on other channels, it was like a bit of a boost to everyone because they couldn't go to the stadium. It was a boost. Not everybody's got Sky. I haven't got Sky. I live in a Grade 1 listed building, so I'm not allowed to have a dish on the side of my house. So I rely on streams when I can't. I'm a season ticket holder, but I can't. If I can't go to the game, then I rely on streams. But I really think to boost the country again, the free channels, the free view channels, should get behind this, and not take money from people. People haven't got money. I mean, it's been a dire situation, and I think people are struggling. So, yeah, I think BBC, if you're listening, get some more games on the TV, which would be good. Anyway, I'm going to go make a drink because it's half time.
Yeah.
And I will be back in about 2 minutes.
No, brother.
All right, matey.
See you shortly.
Up the Albion.
Hi everyone, Chaz for tuning in so far for the first half. It's not that great if you're a Newcastle fan, but we're just going to let the guys have a bit of a break until the second half starts, and then we'll come back on. We're just going to leave the stream on for now, though.
I can't share anything.
No, it says that you've unmuted the mic.
There we go. That's better.
So you just brought on a young lad? I don't know.
I've started rewinding me telly now. Oh, God's sake.
What's the beginning?
Sat on the remote.
I fancy Wave with a hat-trick.
When has he got 2?
He's got both, yeah. He got the penalty and the other guy, yeah.
I wonder what price he is.
You want me to have a look? I'll have a look, 1 sec.
72.
72. Yeah.
3.5.
I bet it wasn't. I bet it wasn't at the beginning.
Oh, I bet it was 50s at least.
Yeah. Who's the young lad you just brought? You brought on at half time.
Almiron. Miguel Almiron.
Cameron.
He'll score today, Almiron.
You reckon?
Yeah, they've took Andy Carroll off.
Yeah, his head dropped as soon as you went 2-0 down. His head dropped.
Ah, well done, Hayden.
And I said that to you, didn't I? I said that his head had dropped.
Go on, Fraser. Fraser, that's awful. That's a corner. Oh, well done. Kept it in. Final score after half time?
What do I reckon now?
Yeah.
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah. I reckon Morpay get his hat-trick.
I'll go 2-1.
Yeah, my prediction at the beginning was 2-1.
2-1. I said a draw or Brighton just to snatch it.
Change things around. Shelby looking to force the issue there. They've got to be patient in possession, Newcastle, because without the ball,
it's not looking good.
No. To test Ryan, a good goal stopper, but he's not the biggest of goalkeepers.
Yeah, he's short, isn't he?
Yeah, he's. I
5'9".
think he's 5'11". I think he is.
5'11".
Yeah, which is not really tall for a goalkeeper.
Mm. Our keeper's not even our first choice. Our first choice is obviously out injured. Referee, come on.
Yeah. I didn't realise you had 3 yellow cards in the first half.
Who got the other one? Shelby?
Lascelles.
Oh, Lascelles got one as well, did he?
Yeah.
Great. Half a way defender on yellow cards. Looks a better start of the second half anyway. We look like we've had a little bit of a kick up the arse.
Yeah, that's what you needed, really.
Oh.
And he's not. I mean, Bruce not scared. He's taken off Andy Carroll. But
yeah,
as I said to you,
I think he needed to. Andy Carroll went missing. He didn't turn up.
Yeah, his head dropped because he wasn't getting any joy, was he? Out of our 3, I mean, our 3 central defenders, White, Webster, and Dunk. Dunk, you're not going to get much out of. He's a local lad, a Brighton lad. He turned down an offer to go to Chelsea, and he's our captain. And And when the team's playing well, he's got to take a lot of credit for it. And we're not defending; we're attacking quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you think being 2-0 up away from home in the Premier League, you'd sit on it, but we're not. Yes, you are attacking a bit more this half than you were in the first half. But I say one silly mistake by one of them 3 guys that are sitting on a yellow card, but still a half to go, could be, you know,
There's just nobody in midfield. There's just gaps everywhere.
Yeah, Basuma is running the midfield.
Did you expect the game to be going this way
is.
before kick-off? I thought it might have been a little bit closer. Maybe 1-0. Maybe 1-0 before half time. But not 2-0 and playing this way, like, definitely not.
No, I'm quite shocked actually. But watching the Brighton Chelsea game last week, we outplayed. I'd say outplayed Chelsea. We didn't outplay them. I thought we were the better team on the day. And we lost 3-1.
Yeah.
So, and we're playing the same sort of attacking football, which I love to see, with Solly Marsh on the left and Lamptey on the right. You know, these are 2 young lads that I'm hoping on Match of the Day tonight that they give us some credit. And it's not, we normally get as Brighton fans, it's normally not how good Brighton played, it's how bad the other
team.
Yeah, and we get that all the time, and it's so annoying. And I'm hoping Gary Lineker and Mark Lawrenson, if you're going to watch this, you predicted us to lose again today. So up yours, Mark Lawrenson. Mark Lawrenson played for Brighton. We sold him to Liverpool in 1979, when we got promoted to the what is now the Premier League First Division. We sold Mark Lawrenson to Liverpool. He's never. He always talks about when he played for Liverpool, when he played for Preston North End. Never talks about when he played for Brighton. And he always puts us to lose in every game. So up yours, Mark Lawrenson.
That's probably why he doesn't work for Match of the Day anymore.
No. But we play from the back. We always play from the back. I think one of them guys sitting on a yellow card needs to. He's good, Trossard. He's just got into the Belgium team. He only came on as a sub when he played for Belgium last week. Another good attacking player.
Yeah.
We need a big man. We need an Andy Carroll, a big hold-up player, central defender.
Bring Crouchy out of retirement.
Yeah. You know what? Crouchy, every time he played for England, he scored.
Yeah.
And then they stopped playing him.
No.
And I never got it.
I don't get it either. Yellow. I don't get it either.
Are you watching football with somebody?
Yeah, I'm on a YouTube channel now, Shawnee. I think he's been shocking today as well, Callum Wilson.
Yeah, he's not having the best of games. I mean, they came and played us not last season, before, and Bournemouth stuffed us 5-0 at home. Absolutely lumped us 5-0 at home, Bournemouth. And he was class that day, Wilson.
Yeah.
The thing is, what they do with they go to these bigger clubs from where they've come from, like Wilson and Fraser have come from Bournemouth to Newcastle, and they have a good first game, and then that's it. They're going to be the dog's bollocks for the rest of the season. And then when they don't have a good game, it's it's like, oh, they had an off day.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Dunk? It's Dunk. Lee from the Talks Channel thinks Carroll was trash in the first half and Brighton is coming Newcastle midfield. Yeah, I totally agree, Lee. I think that Bissouma is running the midfield at the moment.
I think
Shelby
getting the yellow card. That didn't help.
No, but it was an awful challenge.
Yeah.
I think he took Lamptey out, so I think that could have been worse than it was.
Mm-hmm. Shelby, what you doing there?
To keep the ball in play, just goes beyond Trossard. Lamptey will try and get to it, and he did. There's Trossard.
Good save.
Chelsea on Monday. Pressure on Newcastle high the pitch.
I'm hoping they bring on Yakenbash. You know, Yakenbash scored a cracking. If you have a look on YouTube against Portsmouth in the cup, he scored an absolute cracker.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Iranian. He only scores one goals. He hasn't scored many goals in the Premier League, but in the cup games, he's scored, and they're always won the goals.
Yeah. Who's that coming on? Dan Burn. Taking Lamptey off?
Now he's 6'7", and when he starts, no, he must be injured then.
Oh, he's limping.
Outstanding, really outstanding.
Yeah, he's taking a knock.
The size of it, the game is going to go a little bit longer.
Dan Burn is 6'7". When he started his career, he was a striker.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's a bit of a threat when it comes to corners and stuff. Okay.
From the head coach, Dan Burn is on to the pitch.
I think Harry's outside.
You get in.
Everything we do in their half is absolutely awful.
That'd be a shame if he's injured. Because in the 2 games we've played so far this season, he's been class.
Hey, ref, how many times do you want to play the advantage? Ben White's been pushed out to right back.
Burn played left back. Yeah. Dan Burn played left back a lot last season.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, he's so tall, he hasn't got the pace of Lamptey. But height-wise, you're not going to get nothing by. Yeah.
Ted Talks fears that Bruce will look to bring on Joe Linton. Who else we even got on the bench? I'd bring Richie on. I'll bring Matt Ritchie on.
Is that Kevin Friend, the referee?
Yeah, Kevin Friend, yeah.
He doesn't like us. He's not friends of Brighton.
I don't think any referee. I think there was one. I think it was Mike Riley. Mike Riley hates Newcastle.
They must. Oh, right, okay. They must support a football team.
Well, Mike Riley supports Tranmere Rovers.
Actually, to do the team that they support. I wonder if you're a professional referee in the world.
Hit it. Oh, come on, man.
If they are. There we go. I'm back.
Someone close him down then.
And Dan's back. Welcome back, mate. Welcome back.
This is about his attacking intelligence, dropping into a pocket of space where there are no defenders, so you can get on the ball. I saw in the first half, Newcastle defenders backing away, and that's.
We need a goal soon to get back into it.
Newcastle United soil. Shelby gets there in front of Connolly.
Oh, well done, Almiron.
No, just looking back at that, Mopé was in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting in touch. I've not heard a lot from Connolly, so I mean, yeah, Connolly just had Mopé just had another shot on goal, but Connolly, we've not really heard anything from him.
No, I don't think I've heard his name mentioned yet.
No, he's only a young lad. I mean, he scored last season. We beat Spurs at home 3-0 when they were going for a really poor run. After we beat Arsenal at home as well, and away, and then we beat Spurs. They were having a really bad run. He scored 2 then, and I just think he's not the right man to match up with Mopé. And I think Connolly will come off for Yakumba, I think, soon.
Going down too easy.
White seems to be doing all right as right back. You know, closing the man down, not letting him pass him. And this is what I can see at the moment. Brighton are closing every Newcastle player down, not letting them.
Oh, how he missed? How's he missed? I do not know how he's just missed. That should be 2-1. Should be game on.
Oh, that's a bit. No, he's not claiming for a penalty, but that was a bit.
No, the Wilson chance.
Yeah,
Wilson's just missed a header from 6 yards out.
I say I'm on a stream, so I'm only seeing. I'm about 30 seconds behind you. I'm seeing the young lad who. Yeah.
Awful. How far do you think the teams have come since they were battling it out in the Championship?
Oh yeah, I remember that very well. I would say Chrissy Houghton did a fantastic job for us. I mean, he did a fantastic job for Newcastle as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was very surprised when he got sacked from Newcastle. Very, very surprised. And very pleased when he took us out of the Championship into the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, but we were playing dull, boring football, and this was the problem. So now, I mean, we had our best point total last year. I think have progressed over the last since Potter's been there immensely.
Yeah.
Really,
how long has he
really
been there? About 18 months.
Yeah. And if you look at the youth teams, the under 23s, and the girls team. I mean, the girls team got a 0-0 draw with Man City last weekend.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic result. So it's not, and we've got Pope what's it as our manager of the girls team. She was the England manager. I mean, what does that say about a club. I mean, as I say again, we're not a massive club.
Mhm.
We, to Brighton fans, we're a massive club, but we're in the top 6, top 10 of the Premier League. We're one of the small clubs.
Yeah.
And you've got to praise clubs like Bournemouth. Yes, they got relegated this year, but how well they did. I mean, their stadium holds 13,000 people
Mhm.
max. They were in the Premier League, what, 5 seasons?
Yeah, off the bounce.
Yeah, so, you know, I think we have done, on today's performance and the performance against Chelsea, I think Brighton will have a half decent season. I really do.
Yeah. We shouldn't be the team that we are. We shouldn't be a parachute team, up and down, for the size of the club.
Yeah, and I
At
think
one point, I
a
think we
club
had the
like
fifth biggest
Newcastle,
stadium.
yeah, and I think
At
a
one
club like
point.
Newcastle, they don't have a player that is
Mhm.
on everybody's list. There isn't one,
Mhm.
is there? I mean, you haven't got a Shearer, you haven't got a Gascoigne, you haven't got a Christy Waddle. You haven't got a player that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And everybody thought, yeah, he's going to have a great season, and he had a great start to the camp. Household name.
Mhm.
I mean, if you go to any club, I mean, Brighton are the same. We haven't got. I mean, Mulpay come from Brentford. In his second season at Brentford, he scored 22 goals. We haven't got a big name. I mean, Ben White's been in the what's it? Leeds have been after him, and it's not. Lewis Dunk. Us Brighton fans think he should be in the England squad. He's played what?
Yeah.
He's had one international cap.
Mhm.
We are not everybody's think he's better than Maguire.
I don't think many small clubs get their players into a England squad
He
or
doesn't
even
like
an
us.
international.
We always get players into Republic of Ireland. We've got
Mhm.
Shane Duffy who's on loan at Celtic at the moment, and Aaron Connolly. They both play for Republic of Ireland. You've got Trossard who's just taken the knock. He's Belgium international. We've got an Iranian international, and we've got international players. But Gareth Southgate doesn't like Brighton because he was a Palace manager.
Oh, Connolly's just hit the post. Flags up. Offside.
Yeah. Come on, VAR. Do us a favour.
Nah, he is off. Awful.
There's Adam Lallana. I mean, yes, the thing is, and Potter admitted it, Alan Lallana's had so many injuries over his career. I mean, at Southampton and at Liverpool. But the experience he's got of being in that changing room all around the world with Liverpool is unbelievable. And to bring in a player of that calibre is unbelievable. It's just fantastic.
He's a Champions League winner as well.
I think we're going to score. We're putting you under pressure again.
If you could have any manager in charge, would you change your current manager, and who would you have and why? Is this a realistic, or because I'd take Pep Guardiola tomorrow?
I wouldn't change a thing. I like Potter. I like what he's done since he's been here. He's an English manager, and he's an English manager that is doing all right.
If I could change anything
He's
about the club,
totally
I'd change
changed.
it over.
celebrating Newcastle. It makes sense based on the game. The opposition are doing slightly better than you are, but Brighton have the passing game just to keep hold of the ball and make it difficult for
So,
Newcastle.
yeah, Nick Pochettino. Pochettino.
It's the post.
I wouldn't change anything at the moment. I'd like a striker, without a doubt. I'd like a big, tall striker, a Peter Crouch sort of striker.
Mm-hmm.
Actually play that ball to his team.
And then I think we'd be all right. I really do. We got depth. You know, we played a totally different team against Portsmouth and won 4-0. Yeah, I know Portsmouth are 2 leagues below, but you've still got to play that game. And we didn't play it. We outplayed them.
Yeah.
And 4 good goals. And we need the players that you could play in the Premier League.
Here comes
The
Joel
man of
in.
the match- Yeah, the man of the match for me so far. They're going to give it to Mulpay because he's got 2 goals. But for me, it would have been Lamptey, but he's gone off injured. But Basuma, I would have said Lamptey if he was still on the pitch. But they're going to give it to Mulpay. They'll give it to the goal scorers, don't they? So
Yeah.
But I would say Basuma has ruled that midfield totally.
I wouldn't even argue, to be fair. I don't think a Newcastle player deserves it.
He sends it over the top. Right to the banging on the door again. So lack of communication between yourselves and Fernandez. It shouldn't be so easy to kind of get in between those 2 centre halves. They've got to shut the door on him. And then they've got to really deal with the bouncing ball. Again, they're just standing and watching. And they're looking at Conley can't keep the ball down.
Newcastle are looking under serious pressure. Oh, they're not. We need a goal.
Yeah, you need something to pick up the game.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I'd love to know what the possession stats are, because I think we've had
on William Hill it's 56 to
a
you.
good 60. Is it?
Yeah, on William Hill. We haven't had a shot on target all game.
Have we not one? Not one.
No, not one.
No, I don't think he's made a save, Brian, has he?
No.
Still time to rescue it. Newcastle with it's Isaac Hove who's gone down after that challenge down Burn. He always going to come out second best when Burn gets off the ground.
Shocking.
In malice at all. From Burn's point of view, the ball's there to be attacked and he wins it. It's just a nasty collision.
With Newcastle and Brighton fighting for similar positions in the league, how important do you think this result is? It's not important. It's too early.
I think we're the same sort of. We're always in the same sort of era, aren't we? Same sort of positions in the league.
I just think it's too early to start thinking about.
Yeah.
How important the second game of the season is.
It winds me up when people say, "Where do you think you're going to end up at the end of the season?" Because being realistic, you can't tell. You know, I mean, you could get loads of players injured. You could get happen. So I don't think you can make that decision.
No.
I think we're quite similar.
Yeah.
But I think there's worse teams than us. I don't think we'll be in relegation fighting this year. I think we'll have our best season in the Premier League. To what I can see now.
That's White. Back on the pitch.
I think we won't be far away from relegation.
You reckon?
Yeah. If we keep playing like this, I think we're in
Yeah.
a lot of trouble.
Season. They've been in the top division to win against Tottenham. 2012.
It's a good ball. Come on, get a goal from this corner.
Dunk's 6'5".
What, 6'5"?
Dunk is.
Brighton have come up with the answer. Newcastle won't be happy with that defensive head. He's under no pressure, should be heading it back up the field, and he's given away another cheap corner. Fraser again. Soon the Derby the near post.
We're just constantly under pressure. Constantly.
Yeah, I've noticed in the whole game, and I'll say it again. I think we've closed every man down. I think every Newcastle attack has been closed down by our players.
Yeah. I agree.
Last season will be his final season at Anfield with Liverpool, so he had plenty of time to plan for his summer move to return to the South Coast.
Well, that's a boost to us bringing on Adam Lallana. You know, he's so influential, and the experience he's got is unbelievable. So that's a boost. And when you can bring a player like that, of that caliber off on the pitch, there's got to be a massive. And you're 2-0 up away from home, and you can bring on players like it's like Man City.
I'm saying technically, I don't think he's a good player at all. Technically, I think he's awful.
Yeah, but experience wise.
Yeah, experience wise, he's a
great
signing.
For a club like ours.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. I think it's amazing. I think it was a great purchase. Well, we didn't pay for his free transfer, but
yeah.
It's like Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray was a goal scorer.
Yeah, I like Glenn Murray.
For us, he was the Alan Shearer of the Newcastle era. Goal scorer, out and out goal scorer. The Gary Lineker, Leicester, Tottenham. You know, a proper out and out goal scorer, which you don't see a lot now.
No.
I mean, you'll see like Liverpool front Salah and Sane, but they're playing wide. There's no one really in the middle.
Yeah.
So did they take 10 minutes? Brighton?
Yeah. Played 80 minutes of football and we haven't even had a shot on target.
That's good for us. It's a good boost going into Man United next week. Man United at home on Saturday.
We've got Tottenham, Burnley, Man U, and then Wolves.
Wolves are, they're a surprising team, Wolves. And we've got to give their manager credit, but saying that, most of their players are from their other team that the clubs own.
Yeah.
So the owners, they own, I can't remember what club it is in Italy. They own a club in Italy, don't they? And they sort of seem to transfer their players from there to Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But give them credit. I mean, they went through how many games did they play last year, Wolves? Because they were in all the qualifiers for the
semi-finals as well, didn't they?
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you've got to give them credit. I mean, they're not a massive club. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they used to be back in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just determination. And I thought Watford were a good side. I know they got relegated, but I thought they were a battling side as well.
Yeah.
Staying away from the top six, and teams like Bournemouth, Watford, yes, they got relegated this year, but over the last few seasons, Bournemouth, Watford, Wolverhampton have been really good outside the top six.
Can you see any changes to the scoreline before 90 minutes?
I think Mopo will want to get his hat trick. So, you seem to be cutting us out now. So maybe we need a change.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Yakambash off for Connolly. Apart from that shot they hit the post, Connolly, I don't think Connolly's done a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, I think we'll get one.
I don't think we will.
Round the 86, 87 minute mark.
Yeah, I've not seen a threat from you yet. You know, that Ryan's had to pull off a save or Dunk's had to clear it off the line or whatever. And I don't see any threat. They've kept Wilson quiet. And he's head-skipping now.
I think he's kept himself quiet. He's done nothing.
Final 8 minutes or so here. Enjoyed themselves all afternoon. There's Mope. He's there with him. Trossard making a run. In front of him, it's Aaron Connolly.
3-0.
Yeah. Yeah, good goal.
Running for cover in their own backyard. And that was the perfect way to seal it. Well, every aspect of Graham Potter's game plan has worked this afternoon, and you've got the strikers working well together here. Don't underestimate Neil Lopez, goal. I talked about how he drops into pockets of space. He doesn't play up against defenders. He uses intelligence to get on the ball.
It's shocking.
The midfield and Newcastle's defensive line. Look at Connolly getting away from Mope, not closing down the space between him and his fellow striker, getting away, giving Mope the option of a forward pass. And then there's just too much time and space to get his shots away. The Stells has to close it down. You don't do that against the striker. It's in his probably puts it away quite beautifully. No more than Brighton deserve.
Dreadful.
I'm not gonna put you down, but to be fair, you have been pretty poor.
We've been shocking. Absolutely dreadful.
And I was saying Connolly should come off. Well, no, I was saying Connolly should come off.
Yeah.
And then he does that, which will give him a boost. He's a young lad. He played his first full international for the Republic of Ireland the other day, and it's like I'm just watching it again.
It's a good finish.
Yeah. But he scored a goal like that against Tottenham last season. It was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But this is a fantastic result for us. To go away from any Premier League side, to go away to Watford and 1-3 Watford. first game of the season. That was fantastic, and then it sort of went downhill from there. But yeah, to be 3-0 up with 7 minutes to go, and as you say, you've not had a shot on target.
Not one.
I don't even know if you've had a shot on goal.
I shall tell you. I think we've had a couple of we've had 4 off target.
Questions. Let's have a look. Do you think other teams have made so far have made any decent contribution? Well, I think we just strengthened at the back because we had to take Lamptey off because I think he took a knock. So Dan Burn is experienced. He was in our back three last year when we didn't have White, because White was at Leeds United on loan. So not really a change there. Lallana's on now. I didn't see who he went off for. Who went off for him? And I think I was saying earlier that we should have taken Connolly off, but he's just scored a good goal, so maybe keep him on to the end of the game. But I'd like to see Yak and Bass get into the team when there's been a clash of heads.
I don't think any of the Newcastle players have made any difference. It's been the same flat performance as usual.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. Not being biased, but I don't think there's been an outstanding player in Newcastle's team.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a player that I could go away and say, yeah, he had a good game for Newcastle, even though they lost 3-1.
Yeah, not one.
That Taylor's had a good game. I mean, he's had a great game, Basuma.
I think they're looking at a red card.
Me, man. Is that? They're looking at a red card.
Yeah, red card. Yeah, he's gone to the
It
screen.
was an elbow, I think.
Oh no, it's his boot. Oh, that's a red card. He's getting sent off. That's a definite red card.
Jackenbash is coming on now for Brighton, who's got a red card?
Basuma, I think.
Basuma.
Yeah, he's going off. He's been sent off. Yep.
That's my man of the match. Sent off, so he's not going to get man of the match now.
Yeah, definitely sending off.
It's about time the referees went to the screens and watched the screens.
Oh, he didn't miss. And we thought that it was going to be a Newcastle player that gets a sending off.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Straight red.
I don't think it was intentional, but come on, get a draw.
Yeah, draw. You're hoping, I think.
Oh, not a chance.
That's a shame because he's had a cracking. I mean, that's a shame because he's had a cracking game, Basuma.
Yeah.
Oh, why? I just seen it now, and I don't get why you would put your leg up like that to try and get the ball. Why would you do that?
Yeah, just let it go.
Did he lose his balance? Did he lose his balance? And because it didn't look like he kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he tried to get the ball with the wrong foot.
It's definitely not intentional.
Yeah, is it a red card?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I don't know. I'll
Come
see
on,
it
get a
properly on
goal
Match of the
from
Day
this.
tonight, and
Come on.
I don't think you will.
Rather doing the defending. There's Trossard for 3 additional minutes at the end of this game.
Come on, get a goal. Oh, it's a great ball. My man of the match for Newcastle, Fernandez. Hayden. Isaac Hayden.
I'm going to have to say Basuma. I know he's just got a red card, but I don't. Until I see it again properly, I don't think it was a red card. I think it was a yellow card, and I think he's worked his heart out. So I'm going to say Yves Basuma, but they won't give it to him because he's got a red card.
I'll go Isaac Hayden.
That's my phone telling me it is a red card. Actually, for one of my bets, I need Newcastle to score, so I've got both teams to score. Brighton to win, but both teams to score. More plays to score first. 18-1.
That's not bad.
So.
Do you think the goal difference could prove important for the end of the season? Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, I think if you can go away from home and get a clean sheet and score 3 goals, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I don't think, I might be a bit biased, but I don't think there's many people going to get past our defence. And if Dunk, Webster, Byrne, Lamptey can stay fit, I don't think as many defences are going to get past us. But the thing is, there will be, because you'll get Liverpool players that will take on our defenders and they'll do silly tackles and they get 5 yellow cards and then there will be a 1-match ban and they'll be sending off and all that sort of stuff with stupid tackles. That's when
shocking.
Yeah, I'm going to say not a good game for you guys. Great game. Shame about the red card, to be fair. We were definitely the better side. We definitely deserved the win. I just don't think.
Jamie, how were they able to be so dominant?
You didn't even give us the game. I don't think. I'm not saying. But it was like we were the home team, and you weren't. So yeah, good result. Pleased with that. Nice to meet you. Hope you do well. Hope you do well for the rest of the season.
I don't think you'll have any problem.
Cheers for the link, Sean. Good game for us. Not so good for you guys.
Thank you both for joining and being part of the 31st one. Just hopefully we'll start to pick up a bit of traction and we'll start getting a proper.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate.
I guess a team fan, like, I'm not too happy with the result, but you played brilliantly.
No, we are down south, mate. Great result. And no red card. Anyway, I'm going to shoot, guys.
No problem. Thank you, both gentlemen.
Nice meeting you. I will keep an eye on you.
Awesome.
I would join in on some of the other links when you do other games. Who you got next week?
Tottenham. How we got Tottenham, have we?
I'm not covering that game.
Tottenham at home.
I've got no chance of me covering that game.
Well, I'll come in and give you some stick.
I'll keep it.
All right, guys, take care, yeah?
Right, have a good one.
Thanks for doing that. It was really good.
Bye.
Take care, guys. See ya.
See ya.